so far this is best of 3, this is upper bracket finals, and we are looking upper bracket finals in the DeVoid in-house tournament, which is taking place in the 6th of February of 2026, and you are looking at the main base of CarlJohnson, which is playing Protoss here on the left top corner on the Ruby Rock in the red pieces, and he is playing against Draco, who is here in the purple colors, playing Zerg pieces on the bottom right corner. So far everything looks so super standard. They are chatty about locking in and about focusing and everything. By the way, they might be actually sitting in the same Discord call and chatting, which could be kind of... What the hell? Ah, it's music. It could be kind of against the rules, but who cares, because that's the DeVoid in-house tournament and we can do whatever we want to do if it's allowed, if admin is not like, shoo, mute yourself please. Nevertheless, these guys are playing best of 3, this is the first game. I barely managed to jump in the train versus these guys, and yeah, everything is bold and beautiful indeed. CarlJohnson here, CJ in short, is scouting out with the probe the Zerg player. There are a couple of Zerglings already at double queens, the speed is on the way, and Draco sends the links to secure the third. Meanwhile, first adept from CJ is out, and he actually picks the pylon in the main base and goes for the Twilight Council as his deck of choice building in the second, which might mean that there could be 2 base all-in-ish, there could be some early aggression, and indeed that is it looks like, because that's the robotics facility. So usually Twilight Council is to like make gateway units like adepts, stalkers or zealots have improvements, and the robo is to actually build some immortals or maybe warp prism or whatever. And there is actually a dark shrine being built, which means that it's gonna be not 4:30 specifically, but it could be like 5-minute-ish Dark Templar drop, which would be turning into probably Archons, and then afterwards could be followed up by whatever the things you can imagine, probably by Charge Lock. There comes the Chrono Boost on the Warp Prism, there comes the Dark Shrine going to be finished, and the Warp Prism will be out. So Draco is sending his Overlord in, and there is actually a Stalker patrolling here, which will try to deny the vision. Will CJ manage to deny his vision? Let's see if that is possible. And Draco sees Warp Prism, Draco sees... He sees Robo, he clicked on the Dark Shrine, so he knows that it's gonna be Dark Templars. He's building Roach Warren, he's building Spore Crawlers here immediately, and he is securing himself against this push by all means. He has double queens here, there are 4 Dark Templars being made. That's not enough links right now to actually defend against it. The queen goes down. Now this might be actually enough links. You need 22 links to get rid of Dark Templars with links in this kind of situation. The drones are trying to hug the Spore, but that's unfortunately is not gonna survive. Therefore the third base of Draco is going to go down. The Spore is brought forward here and will be tried to be planted next to roaches. Some more links. Will the Spore manage? Spore did manage, but unfortunately didn't survive for too long. The lair is finished for Draco. He's making Observer right now, but the third base is falling completely out, and the Dark Templars have done their job. They are evacuating. Meanwhile, Draco is immediately answering with a counter-attack. He's sending 4 roaches and a lot of links to the opposite side of map. These Dark Templars were turned into Archon, although they could have actually done some damage, but the third was denied for the Protoss too, so that's eye for a knife, tooth for a tooth. It comes, oh, there comes the Overseer. Now the link amount is big enough, and the third is still being denied here from Protoss player, while Draco, the Zerg player, has been able to retake his third. Now what is gonna be the follow-up? well, the Dark Templars are turned into Archons, and there's actually Stalkers with a Blink upgrade, so CJ will be focusing the Stalker units, even though it's very interesting that there is Spire being built here from the Draco, although he very well sees that there is Stalkers and Archons here from the CJ side, which means that he might be focusing on Lings more and then using Spire to build Mutas as harassment tool. Could that be the case? But the Archons will be here to harass definitely the Overlords for the Zerg player. So Lings actually got in. Lings got in, and they are going to try to eat the main base mineral line away. I don't see the drones lost, unfortunately, through the numbers, but it's a lot. It's like 20-ish probes killed for the Draco. CJ is recalling his units. He actually has only killed 5 drones. And there's 29, 30, 32 probes lost. And Draco could be eating some more here away because they are waiting on the gas here. That's like locating them in one place. Because they're standing in line there. And that's 34 probes going down for the Protoss player. Yes, there are 2 Archons, there are Stalkers, but the worker amount is twice as big for the Zerg player here. And he has his 3rd base. He's actually building some Mutas indeed, while having a pile of Roaches. What upgrades do Zerg player has? He doesn't have any Roach speed, doesn't have any other upgrade. He's making 1 Ravager, but that's a big push. Actually, there is Sentry, so that Ravager is really good guess. It could unblock the force fields. And meanwhile, Lings are going to be sent there. Why he's saying they're chatting? Lucky me. Interesting. The Archon. I don't know if they got the Warp Prism. They might have gotten the Warp Prism somewhere on the way, which I have missed, unfortunately. And yeah, CJ calls GG. Draco wins game number 1. Anyways, welcome back to the best of 3 between these 2 players in upper bracket finals. We are looking at the Zerg player here in the purple colors on the top side, named Draco. Top right side, playing in the purple colors, yes, and he took map number 1 versus his opponent CJ, or also known as CarlJohnson, who is playing Protoss pieces here in the blue colors on the bottom left corner of Tourmaline Ladder Edition. Yeah, sorry for being fancy and repeating things over and over again. I'm just, getting warmed up. It's just only 2nd game I'm casting today, so we are getting there. And we have a lot of games in front of us. We have definitely lower bracket finals, and we have grand finals, which will be best of 5. So yeah, hold on tight, guys. We are going to have some games. We might have Mose versus Draco maybe, but Mose is in lower bracket, so we will see how he handles the lower bracket in his side. And maybe CJ stomps on him once again, or somebody else stomps on him once again. Who knows? We'll see. So far, everything's so much as standard, or so much as we are used to. So it's pylon into gateway, into Nexus from Protoss player. The Zerg is going for expansion into gas, into spawning pool, and things are gonna go good for these guys for sure. Yeah, okay, everything is fine. Yeah, I'm just checking. And yeah, double queens, some Zerglings. The Zerglings will carry the drone to May the 3rd. There's pylon number 2 being built in the main base for Protoss player here, and the question is, what is going to be the tech of choice? Yep, the Zerg player Overlord is flying, confirming that indeed the opening has been the same. There is no warp gates still being researched, and CJ chooses to go for Stargate. That is his tech of choice, and starts his warp gate a little bit later. that delay might be noticed by Draco, so he might have already confirmation in his head that there is a Stargate at this time. The Adept is shading over the map, and it will be awaited with 4 links, which is generally enough. The gas drones were pulled off fully. There is a Queen. Queen spots the shade. The Zerglings are ready. Carry on with it. And the third is confirmed by the Protoss here that indeed is being built. And there is the third Queen also popping out of the natural here. The Adept is not gonna commit, it's just shading around. Warp Gate is being researched, but actually first unit of choice from the Stargate is going to be Void Ray, and CJ is going for gateway number 2. He has 2 Adepts here. This could be interesting. The question is what that Void Ray is going to be. Is there going to be a Void Ray number 2? Pretty much is the question. Because Protoss player will definitely get rid of the both overlords here first with this one, and then probably gonna try to get this one too. So that's 2 kills for the Void Ray, and there is Void Ray number 2 being made right now. And this overlord, this is for Moze. There is a little bit of a vengeance being called out, some war cries happening. And Draco just finished the speed, and actually he's going for quite a bit of speed links. He's going for +1 actually behind this for the melee, and that's quite a bit of links. Might be there to deny the third base, but there are 2 Void Rays here with a couple of Adepts, which could be I would say as strong as Oracle Adepts, but it confirms that there is 2 Void Rays. There is a lair being built right now from Draco's side, and he is saturating his third and dropping down the sport for the third. And yeah, CJ, the Protoss player, is going for the charge upgrades for his Zealots. So it's gonna be double Void Ray into charge lots. Technically the usual response for Void Ray would be Hydra, but Hydras are weak versus charge lots, so is actually Zerglings. So CJ is intentionally right now warping in Adepts to kind of make Zerg player here to buy into the situation that it could be actually Adepts following up, while actually it's gonna be charge lots. So CJ is like intentionally not showing the charge lots, but now he understands that he cannot escape this. There is a lot more links with +1 coming in, so the amount of Adepts is not gonna cut it, and the link flood is just too damn big right now. So he warps in 4 Zealots. For some reason, I don't know, Draco did buy it, I guess, because he's going for Hydra, but he's going also for Bane's Nest just for the safety. Well, for me personally, the Banes versus Zealots is kind of shaky. Well, a lot of people know, everyone who watches me know what I think about Banes versus Zealots. It's just not efficient trade. And there CJ pretty much misses the Draco's links, which are successfully catching out all 3 sentries here, and actually could be going for the trade, but nope, they decide not to. Now they are running home, and there is a lot of charge lots coming in. There is 6 Queens prepared, there are 3 more coming, there are some Hydras and a lot more links joining in. I don't know if there is there is 2 spine crawlers here after the mineral lane, which could be really good. So the Queens are have nudged themselves into between the minerals and the hatchery, and then healing themselves so they can actually hold the ground pretty damn good. And actually there is no drone was lost in all this trade, which is awesome, I believe, for the Zerg player here. Yep, so that was actually a quite efficient trade, even though that was crazy hold. Draco points it out. Yes, indeed. I like that they are not bad. I like that they are like pointing out why guys don't do my job, please. Please. It's me saying what is awesome. That was really good hold indeed. Draco is going for Hydra speed. He first started with range because the Hydras were not supposed to move around. Now he's going for speed, and now he's going for Bane speed, and not only Hydra speed but also Bane speed. He has the 4th base, he has a lot of army, I would say, a little bit more army supply here than the CJ, that's for sure. There's a lot of zealots, so technically one successful lunge of them into Banes. There's actually run by, Link Bane run by here. One successful lunge with the Banes onto the zealots, and we might have quite a painful situation for the Protoss player here. Is it gonna be the Bane bust? No, Draco is just showing the Banes off here. They flanked, and some of them are going down, and the front line is still under attack. There is the run by technically of Banes also, which shouldn't be forgotten, and it's going for the 3rd base economy while the Lings are entering the natural, and that's gonna be beautiful. Beautiful 27 probes are down, both from the natural and from the 3rd base, which puts the Protoss player 20 workers behind, while Draco is able to drone his own 4th base. Yes, there is Colossi, or there are Colossi being built right now. No, there's actually a couple of Immortals. And is there Colossi also? I see Colossi also in the thing. It's actually 3 robotics base, so this actually is making Colossi and double Immortals, and then comes double Colossi, so it's triple Colossi being made here by the Protoss player. Zerg is going to try to deny it. The natural again is open against here, again hero-ish kind of place. There goes the zealots. There is the natural under attack. The probes once again of the 3rd base are going down, and the Bane's Lings are blowing up the Colossus. The 3rd pretty much has been cleared and will be denied in general here from the Protoss player by the Zerg. Meanwhile, there was War Prison with successful charge lot warping. No drones were gone down, unfortunately, for the Protoss player here. There's still one charge lot here, but everything was secured and saved, and the counterattack is on the way. There are 4 charge lots, which is not many, but those 2 Colossi and 3 Mortals are quite menacing in numbers. Meanwhile, Zerg player is going for +2 attacks, Hive, Lurker, then here comes the attack. The Lings are surrounding the charge lots, and GG's called. Draco takes game number 2 and moves on to the grand finals of the DeVoid in-house tournament.